gave a lot. He gave a lot to the city, a lot of real music. He started the Soulja Reeboks, the camouflage thing. He was doing all of that. You know, I was living proof. You know, I used to go to the Treme Center and stuff that was downtown, you dig, in our area, and I used to see him and Trinity, all his partners, R.I.P. to all of them. I used to see them all wearing camouflage. Slim started that. He just had a real authentic thing about him, and he was just a, you know, I got to know Slim like really like where we was friends. You know, me and him was really friends. Like we was hanging together a lot when he got out of jail. And he was just a real unique dude. He was just the type, though, if he, you know, he was like on some, I would say he was like a skinny Suge Knight type of dude. You know, if he wants you to be with him, you got to be with him. You know, he was just like that, you know. And if you ain't riding with him, you know, y'all going to fall out, you know. That's how Slim was. Like, he feel like, you know, when I say this, say that. You know what I'm saying? So when you kind of a boss, you and him going to always bump heads like me and him always did. We bump heads. You know, because I kind of had my crew, my downtown crew. I had my mob, shoot, and he had his mob. So, you know, sometimes when people want you to, you know, two bosses get together, it's like, you know, we got to always argue over everything before we work it out, you know. But he had No Limit hard, man. He had No Limit hard. He was, like when they first did the No Limit thing, I wasn't with them. I was doing the local thing. That's when I was doing my Hard Head and my Murder Inc. stuff when they was back doing all of that. And then by the time I got with No Limit, he was in prison. And then he came out of prison. Me and him we was together every time. We look at the videos, the No Limit videos he did. We on each other's music, we on each other's songs. Like we was just like that, you know. So it was a big loss for the city, man. You know, when Slim passed, it was just a big loss because, like I say, Slim brought so much to the city, man. He brought so much of, you know, just so much of authentic. Like he was just authentic, man. The whole Soulja Soulja everything. He was just that type of dude. You know, it's just a shame that go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he was just, you know what I'm saying, he was bigger than life. I mean, just timeless.
Yeah. He was. He just you know, sometimes when we do this gangster music, it's just like I don't know, it's just like you always invite the next hard head or the next knucklehead that's coming up to test you, you know. Sometimes, you know, like Slim wasn't really doing the music, and kind of like Boosie said in the interview, sometimes when you rap about that kind of stuff and you stay in the same place, your homeboys and your friends, somebody gonna kill you. You know?
Yeah.
And Slim was the type, of dude. Yeah, like Nipsey. So Slim was the type of dude, he just wouldn't really move around like that, you know. He just would, I don't know, he was in the street. It could have been his habits or whatever he had, you know, could have been his addictions or whatever, but whatever it was, he wouldn't go too far from his hood. And at the end of the day, that's New Orleans. New Orleans don't care if you're a rapper or whatever. If they can touch you and y'all got a problem, they gonna touch you. They don't care. Just because you're a rapper, you're not off limits, like you said with Nipsey. Just because you're a rapper, you ain't off limits. You only off limits when you got that security. But if you ain't got no security, it's New Orleans, like I told you. Everybody is a Soulja Slim. Everybody is a Krazy. Only thing separates you from them is your talent. Everybody is an MCL in the 7 Wall. Everybody is like that. The only thing separates you from them is your talent and your ambition. But at the end of the day, once you get into it with somebody in the streets, their mentality is still the same. The stuff you rapping about, that's their life still. Like you probably traveling the world with music, but the life you rapping about, the gangster life, somebody living there just like your songs is. So when they could touch you, they're gonna touch you. They're not gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna let Slim make it. We're gonna let Krazy make it. We're gonna let L make it, or whoever. We're gonna let them make it because they rap." You gotta back it up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You mentioned Tupac. Have you ever heard of Soulja Illuminati in New Orleans? That's Soulja Slim's younger cousin.
I probably heard. I heard of him. I heard a couple of them. I was more cooler with his original crew, like Trinity, Double Crosser, Lil. You know those dudes. I was more I was more now his son before his son put an album out. He wrote me on Instagram or Facebook. He wrote me on Facebook before he even came to light, and because I had did that song "With All I See" on my Us Killer Nuts album, and where I recognized Slim and everything. And I always talk good about Slim, even though before Slim died, like I said, him and P fell out, and he kind of just chose me to beef with because he wanted me and him to leave and start Uptown-Downtown Records. Uptown for him, Downtown for me. But P had them did a lot for me. And I just couldn't be disloyal.
Oh, Slim wanted you to leave No Limits so you guys could do that joint venture?
When him and P fell out, me and him was tight. Me and Slim was tight. You know, but me and Slim got tight like we got because P put us together. You got to understand. Master P booked all the flights. He booked everything. So a lot of time, me and Slim on the flight next to each other. We doubling up in the hotel rooms. Who you think was doing that? That was P. P put me and him together. You know, he created that relationship because, you know, me and him was, you know, two of his strongest artists. He wanted us together.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when him and P fell out behind some money, Slim was like, man, I want me and you to go do us. I'm like, nah, I can't do that because at the time, P had done did a lot for me. Like I had my children, I had my daughter and my son back to back. P just made a way for me. P put me on. He took me worldwide. I went from local to worldwide. I feel like I owed him a lot. You know, I feel like I was in debt with him just for being good to me. So I couldn't just go and just leave P just because him and Slim fell out. What kind of stuff was that? But Slim ain't understand that. You know, Slim mind, like I told you, he got a one-track mind. If he wants you to ride with him, you either with him or against him. He don't care about your relationship with P. He just think about either you with me or you're not, you know.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforLife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.